What up, guys? I'm still got a headache, but I'm gonna wake myself up.
Way to make this a game.
I got this.
Huh? Conan, just what do you think you're doing?
Oh, let the kid play, Richard. You've been doing so well tonight, it's only fair you have a handicap.
That's cute.
What do you know? I did it again. Wow, that's
Bro,
a
you didn't do
triple
shit.
score, right?
Oh, well, that's it for
Wait
me.
a minute. You can't leave now, Oscar.
Sorry,
Yeah, I'm
fellas,
sleeping
I
like that
lost
too.
enough tonight. I'll see you later.
Peace out, bro. You're probably gonna die.
Well, we can always call Mr. Hyde.
Who's that?
Jonathan
Conan's
Hyde.
right there.
He runs the loan company across the street. He's a louse, but he loves his mahjong.
Mahjong. The hell's Mahjong, bro?
That makes
That's him?
11,000.
Oh.
Oh, baby, another day of profit.
Bro, I need that money, bro. I really need.
I finance how my
He's probably dying.
Hey, Hyde. How's it going? Working late?
No, it's just you, Michael.
Don't be like that, buddy.
dying.
Listen to this.
Whoa,
Thought that'd get your attention. Listen, we're short a player. Come over.
you got it. Just let me finish closing the shop and I'll be right. Huh?
Is everything all right, man?
Oh, someone's gonna shoot him?
Fine. Go ahead and start without me. I'll be there in half an hour.
Well, that's 4, but
He
you
saw
won't be able to
someone.
make it for another 30 minutes.
Great! Then I get to play for him while we wait.
Sure, kid.
Someone
Whatever you
walked
say.
in.
Believe this! I've been looking all over for you, Conan. You have me worried sick. And what were you thinking, Dad, bringing Conan into a place like this? Let's go.
Rachel.
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't you play with us for a while? Say 30 minutes or so?
I have never gambled in my life, and I'm not about to start now.
No, she started.
You gotta be kidding
Yo, she's
me.
adorable.
Please tell me this isn't happening.
She's gonna be an addict.
Wow, looks like I won again.
Uh-huh.
Shouldn't Hyde be here by now?
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
He's not gonna be able to be here because he's dead. Just letting you know.
That's strange. There's no answer. But his lights are still on.
Yeah, that is strange.
You know, he did sound kind of weird when I talked to him last, like something was bothering him.
Maybe he was being robbed.
Well, we'd better go check it out.
Not robbed, but killed.
Yo, Hyde! You in there? Oh, come on,
If I'm
Johnny,
gonna have to
open
guess,
up. Let us in.
Excuse me, but what are you doing in our office at this time of night?
We've been waiting for your boss.
What are
across
you
the
doing
street.
here?
When he didn't show up, we
Oh, yeah, he
decided
works
to come
there.
and get him ourselves.
Mr. Hyde is still in?
then Conan has some swag.
And what are you doing here this late, Mr. Cartwright? Morgan Cartwright. I left my cell phone.
Or killer.
There it is. I'm lost without it.
So where's your boss, Mr. Hyde?
Well, I
Hmm.
assume he's in his office.
He killed him. He left his cell phone when he was
Oh,
murdering him
Hyde.
and shit.
Are you in there, boss?
I don't suppose you have a key.
Huh? A key? Oh, no, Mr. Hyde would never allow that. He keeps the safe in there.
Well, I guess we have no choice but to break it down.
Oh, no! Mr. Hyde!
Rip. And someone threw his money on him.
Save your breath. I'm afraid he's dead.
That's funny. Imagine killing him and then just throwing the money on him.
Jonathan Hyde. Cause of death, suffocation due to potassium cyanide poisoning. Go ahead and enter the
Wait.
approximate time of death somewhere between 7 and 7:30 this evening.
It was
Inspector.
poison.
Yeah, what have you got for me, Wilder?
It's confirmed, sir. The key we found on his desk is the one that unlocks the office door.
Right. And all of the windows are locked from the inside. It doesn't make sense. Someone committed murder in here and left without a visible means of escape.
Think about the call.
The security video
Yeah, put
shows
some,
Hyde's employees leaving at 7:04. Hyde locks the door and immediately returns to his office to count his money.
Okay.
Fast forward
7:05.
1 hour later, and Richard's group arrives.
Oh yeah, but why did you
So
skip
tell
an
me, who
hour?
are the
Like,
other
why
two
don't you look?
employees who left with you tonight, Cartwright?
That would be...
That would be us.
Hmm?
One minute I'm having a great time
Hey.
singing karaoke with my friends, and the next I'm being called back to work.
What's up, baby girl?
What's going on here?
It just so happens
For sure he
that
didn't do
boss,
it.
Jonathan Hyde is dead.
Huh. So I guess the old man's wicked ways finally caught up with him.
She didn't do
Do
it.
you
She's a
mind?
bae.
Sure is a lot of money.
She wouldn't have said that out loud.
Biting his nails? Pretty nasty habit. Habits.
Excuse
Yeah,
me, does Mr. Hyde
I
have
do
any
it too.
peculiar habits?
Huh?
Did he do anything unusual while counting money?
Well, he liked to make sure no bills were stuck together, so before he peeled
He
one off
kisses
the
each
top,
one.
he always licked his right thumb.
Ew.
Huh. Who's in charge of bringing the money into Mr. Hyde?
That's my job.
Another open and shut case. You,
No, this
sir,
one's
are the
easy.
murderer.
Huh?
Nah.
You must have poisoned the money
Another
before you gave
case
it to Hyde
closed.
to count.
That's insane.
Have the bills been
It's the
checked?
guy with the glasses.
Yes, they have, Inspector, and Detective Moore is correct. There are trace amounts of poison on several of the bills and the victim's right thumb.
So, how
Whoa.
However, the poison on
Dude.
the bills is in the form of the victim's thumbprint, which of course has to mean that the poison was already on his thumb before he touched the bills.
Are you sure?
Well, yes, I am, sir.
Coffee, eh?
I brought him that. Mr.
Maybe-
Hyde always liked to have a cup of coffee while closing up.
Aha! So you're the murderer. You poisoned the coffee.
Richard.
I knew it all along.
Actually,
Stop
Mr.
pointing
Moore,
at
we
her
found no
boobs.
poison traces on the coffee cup or in the coffee.
I really hate you.
Just for clarification, sir, there were only two other places besides the victim's thumb and the bills that we found the poison. And that was the doorknob on the inside of the room and the turn lock directly above it.
The door!
I really hate you.
But like on the bills, they're in the shape of his thumbprint, so the victim already had the poison on his finger before touching the door and the lock. Michael said Mr. Hyde seemed to be bothered about something on the phone. Maybe for some reason he had to leave the room while he was in the middle of counting the money. And after he took care of the situation, he returned to this office and finished counting.
The other guy's cell phone.
With the poison.
Okay,
He-
I need to make
the
sure
other
that
guy's
none
cell
of your
phone.
people touched anything when you came in.
But the only thing I touched, Inspector, was my cell phone. I had left here earlier.
I'm afraid we'll have to confiscate that, Mr. Cartwright.
Sure.
Hey, where did that young lady go?
I'm in.
Who?
Just
Taking
what in
shit?
the world do you think
Oh.
you're doing, lady?
Isn't it obvious, Inspector? I'm making tea.
You are not to touch anything in this building without my permission!
Okay.
I like her.
Listen to me carefully, Missy. Did you touch
I like
anything
her.
else since you've been in here?
I went to the bathroom once. Is that a crime, Inspector?
I'm afraid I went to the bathroom once myself, sir.
Anything else?
I also checked my email on the computer.
Yeah.
Ooh, put that cigarette out. This is a crime scene, you know.
Bro, I like her.
I'm sorry, Detective. Please forgive me.
I think I'm in love.
Hey!
I like her attitude and her looks.
Oh, hey, everybody. Is there something wrong?
This is a crime scene! The next time you have to go to the bathroom, you hold it!
Bro, look at this nervous bitch. Yo, can he like pretend he didn't do it? What the fuck?
Gee, what should I do? Should I switch it off?
Oh, he was on his
That, you idiots!
foresight.
If you don't turn this off properly, you can lose valuable information.
Plus, if it stays on,
His
someone
bookmark
might
says,
unlock it and
like-
hit a certain key that opens some interesting files.
Oh,
The ones that show how you were
Yeah.
embezzling money through a dummy account, right, Jeremy?
Embezzle?
Oh,
no, she's lying. Believe me, I wasn't.
Janice, you monster. Mr. Hyde must have found out, so you killed him in cold blood.
That's crazy.
Don't play innocent, Morgan. Jeremy's not the only one who wanted the boss dead.
Huh?
One of your customers was
shop.
on a huge loan. The boss said you had to cover it out of your own pocket. You were practically
I'm in
crying
love.
when you left his office.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about you, Allison? I heard you say more than once that you wish the old crook would just keel over and die.
Yeah, I said
so
that.
what?
I didn't see how the greedy pig could live with himself. That doesn't make me a murderer.
It doesn't. It
You
just
couldn't
makes
find
her
any other
really
traces
hot.
of poison in the office? What about in the break room and the bathroom?
Nothing, Inspector.
Now look, the victim touched potassium cyanide. That can't just be wiped clean without some heavy-duty chemicals.
There is another possibility. One of these three could be carrying the poison item on their person.
Okay, I'm going to need everybody to empty their pockets on the table. Starting with
I'll
you,
check
Mr.
on the girl.
Let's see.
Alright, take off your clothes. I need to make sure
Car
everything's
key,
alright.
Notebook, train pass, and a handkerchief. Can you tell me why your handkerchief is damp?
Sorry, I dried my hands with it in the bathroom.
You're next, Miss
Oh
Summers.
no, he dried his
Seems
piss.
your handkerchief is damn tough.
Nasty.
I went to the restroom too, remember? You gonna lock me up for that?
Okay, Janice, you're up.
Oh, right.
Let's see. Watch out. Wait a minute.
Dude, he looks like a creep.
I don't believe it. So your handkerchief is damp as well, huh?
Oh, I sweat a lot. Sorry.
Oh.
What? It can't be. There was no poison on any of their possessions?
That's correct, gentlemen. After a thorough examination, they all came up clean.
Then I suppose
I'm trying to
it's all right
think.
for us to take our belongings back?
That's okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
We know who did it. The guy with the glasses, but how? It has to do with his cell phone, right?
That's strange. For the longest time, Allison hasn't taken... Of course, that would explain it.
Where are you going, Conan?
Excuse me,
Wait,
sir.
who's Allison?
You said earlier that you checked every place the victim might have touched.
Yeah?
And you checked all the fingerprints?
That's my job, kid.
So then, don't you think it's strange that...
Now that you mention it, I did think that was kind of weird.
Did he kiss him?
Get down from
Why
there,
can't we ever
Conan.
hear it?
You know you're gonna get in trouble for messing with that stuff. Conan, get down here.
I knew it. Bleach.
Rachel,
The
chill.
bottle's still wet around the lid. It's been used recently. Now it's all coming together. The strange behavior,
Wait, what?
the fingerprints, the timing in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The victim was locked up alone in his office, and the murderer still managed to lure him out and poison him. And now
Exactly.
I know exactly how they did it.
I don't know how exactly they did it, but we all know who it is. It's a dude that's freaking shitting himself.
Are you still snooping around here? Take this meddling brat home.
Say goodnight, Richard.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Dad?
Yeah, no.
Are you sure about this, boy? You really
He's
know who the killer is?
banging Conan.
Yes, and the killer planned for Mr. Hyde to be alone at the time.
Bruh.
Rachel, I need you to go to the
Oh my god,
supply
now
room and
Conan's
get me some
giving him
iodine.
head.
Did you hurt yourself?
No, but with the iodine, I'll be able to prove who killed Jonathan Hyde.
Right, I'm on it, Dad.
They did that shit on purpose. Come on, bro.
The
Richard
victim
landing
was
on
in
him
this
like
room
that.
counting his
And
money.
then that.
Somehow
that
the killer
angle
had
with
to
the
get him
head.
to leave his office, touch something with his thumb that was coated with poison, then return to his office
picked
so
his
he would
nose.
poison himself in his locked room. To do this, the killer had to know that the victim had a habit of licking his thumb while counting money.
Yeah.
And that means the killer was an employee here, familiar with Hyde's habits and schedules. So that narrows it down to you three.
But how could that be? I thought you
It's not you, baby
might be
girl.
poison outside of this office.
Yeah, not only that, but
It's
how
not
did
you,
the
I love
killer
you.
get him to touch the poison to begin with?
He was drawn to it by a noise. There's a certain familiar sound that just about everyone will react to in the same way.
Ah!
What?
It was the telephone! When the phone rings, the person will automatically pick it up. Mr. Cartwright
Yeah.
admitted he left his phone. He called the victim from the outside, making him pick up the poisoned cell phone. Isn't that right?
No, actually, it isn't.
Oh?
Mr.
Wait,
Cartwright
what?
also has a habit. He bites his nails. But when he came back to the office to get his cell phone, he didn't hesitate to use his bare hands to lift it. And even if he was only picking up the phone to conceal evidence, he certainly would have been more careful not to bite his nails afterwards for fear of poisoning himself.
Yeah.
Now I've got it, the computer! Mr. Janice, you asked Hyde to check some files on the computer, causing him to touch the computer's poisoned on switch.
No, of course not.
It wasn't the computer. There would have been no
Nah.
way to guarantee Hyde would use his thumb to turn it on.
Okay, so...
Dude, it
what
better not be
did
the girl, bro.
It was an ingenious plan. Our savvy killer knew there was one thing Jonathan Hyde couldn't resist touching with his right thumb.
His dick?
Listen. You can hear it now. It's an irresistible
Someone's-
sound. The voice
Someone's
of Hyde's
pissing.
murderer.
No.
Well, what is it? It's the kettle in the break room, sir.
Don't tell me she did it. What?
Oh,
They got me. They got me.
so that's how he did it. The killer coated this switch with the poison. You did it, Richard. Good job.
Thanks.
They got
Cooking ranges are
me.
made for right-handed people. By coating
Why
the poison on the
her?
left side of the burner switch, the killer could count on Hyde's right thumb touching it to turn it off. Also, there was only poison on the inside doorknob. So that tells me Hyde rushed out of the room without shutting the door.
I'm gonna be
Once
pissed
he made sure
if
the
it's
burner
her.
was off, he went back to his office, closed the door, and locked it.
We all know he's a shitty person, though. There's always a reason why they killed him.
But who is the killer? Which employee used this method to kill Hyde?
Please.
The only one who touched the kettle since we arrived here. It was none other than you,
Fuck.
Allison Summers. You
Shit.
waited until it was almost time to leave for the day before you put the kettle on the burner. But you intentionally set the fire low enough so that it wouldn't come to a boil until Hyde had begun counting his money. You planned on
My
wiping
mood's
the poison
ruined.
off the burner switch when you came back to work in the morning. What you didn't
And my
plan
head
on
hurts
was
more.
the police getting here before you. When you saw the police, you were afraid that they'd find the poison. You knew you had to act fast, so you went into the break room and wiped the switch clean with your handkerchief.
She's too hot to go to prison, bro.
Didn't the inspector say the poison couldn't be wiped away without more chemicals?
That's correct, Miss Summers. That is
They got her.
exactly
They
what
got
the
me.
inspector said.
Coming through, I found some iodine.
Iodine?
Now, if you wouldn't mind,
Iodine?
Inspector, pour some of the iodine on her wet handkerchief. Actually, a single drop should do the trick. One drop and we'll have solved this whole mystery.
Yo, let me take her out for a date before y'all take her in.
Brown stain.
Brown stain.
What the? It disappeared!
Of course it did, Inspector.
Magic.
What Miss Summers has on her handkerchief isn't water or perspiration. That is
Uh-huh.
sodium thiosulfate.
Sodium thiosulfate?
That's right, Inspector. It's
The
a
hell's
type
that?
of bleach that's commonly used to remove iodine stains. But it can also be used to neutralize Miss Summers' poison of choice, potassium cyanide. Conveniently, there's some in the bathroom cabinet. But the bleach doesn't remove the poison at room temperature without an additive. You'll find that in the bottle.
Detective Wilder, go check
I'm
that
pissed.
out! Right.
Once
Why
she realized
her?
the murder had been discovered, she immediately went to the bathroom and soaked her handkerchief in the bleach. Then she went to the break room to hide the evidence.
I'll wait for you, alright? I'll wait for you, I
They couldn't even
promise.
figure it out so fast.
You mean it's all true?
Allison, how could you?
It was easy.
I'll wait
It
for
was
you.
Despicable. Jonathan Hyde is the worst of men.
But why
Don't tell me
kill
he
him?
touched her.
My boyfriend borrowed money from Hyde and couldn't pay it back. Rather than face Hyde,
She has
he
a
decided
boyfriend.
to hang himself. See, it's all pretty simple.
But Allison, you always said the people who borrow the money are worse than the loan sharks.
Most of them are, and I wouldn't blame Jonathan Hyde if Kurt had only taken a loan to buy a new car or a boat or to pay off gambling debts. But as it was, he only borrowed the money because of me.
But why did you need it?
Well, I've
Wait,
always had a
what?
weak heart, and about 3 years ago it got to the point where I was going to die without an operation. But I had no
Aww.
money. My parents died when I was young. I had no real friends, only Kurt. He told me to find a way to pay for the hospital expenses no matter what. It was weeks before I got out of the hospital, and when I went to Kurt's apartment, I found him dead. The IOU to hide finance
Wow.
on the floor beneath him.
So, you only worked here so you could get revenge, Allison?
You got it. It took a while, but I finally got my chance. So, tell me, Detective, what was it that made you suspect that I killed him?
I'll tell you, Miss Summers. It's the way you've been keeping your left hand stuffed in your coat pocket that first tipped me off. I noticed
I
that
thought
you were
she just
taking
had
extra trouble
swag.
to use only your right hand to light a cigarette. But you only started doing this after you'd used your left hand to turn off the burner. As a heavy smoker, your fingers often come into contact with your lips. You realized this. And since you smoke with your right hand, you deliberately used your left on the cooking range. Even though you had already tried to wipe off the poison, you were still afraid some trace of it might get on your skin. And so you kept your left hand in your pocket just to be safe.
My smoking gave me away. You know, Kurt always wanted me to quit. He must be laughing in his grave right now.
Damn, bro. Wow, that's sad. And the guy that killed himself, dude, he should have, like, yo, she would have helped him. Like, I don't know why he would do that, bro. Like, damn, bro, that's sad, man. That's sad, bro. I mean, I feel bad for that guy who killed himself, you know. I mean, he did it for her, you know. I mean, like, you know, got that money for her, and what I'm really sad about is this beautiful girl going to prison.
Hey, Moore. What
Baker.
are you doing? You always said video mahjong's for losers.
It is, Baker, but it's not like I
Losers.
have a choice. Since that murder, no one wants me at their table. They say I'm bad luck.
The only one willing to play with you is this kid, huh?
That's cute.
Come on.
Okay, now trade the seasons for flowers.
Conan, you idiot! You're gonna mess up the gang I'm building!
What do
Bruh.
you think you're doing?
Nothing.
You should keep the 3 as a pawn, then rob the dealer's gang, which of course will give you a winning gang blossom.
Reach dial.
Okay, here we go. Give me the 5. Come on, come on.
What is she doing? There's no way that's going to work.
Oh no.
Oh yeah!
Look at Conan's face.
Right? I should just keep playing this all night long.
That's,
Break the bank.
she's adorable.
That was another triple score.
All right, which one of you crooks taught this little shark how to play mahjong?
His voice. That's funny. That's cute. I like that ending. Damn, man. My first love went to prison. Shit. Alright, guys. That was a good episode. I need to go. I feel horrible. I feel sick, nauseous, with a huge headache. But yeah, leave a like if you want me to get better. I'm just kidding. Leave a like if you enjoyed. But yeah, thank you for everything you've done. Like, you know, watching my videos. Like, thank you so much. It means the world to me. And yeah, so until next time, you're the best.